You know that split-second flicker when you catch your shadow moving just a heartbeat of. I figured it was my mind playing tricks, until I realized the shadow was trying to communicate. For 3 nights, I've lived in a half-light of my phone, refusing to turn on the lamps in my cramped studio. At first, it was just an odd lag. I'd wave, and my shadow would hesitate, then mimic me with a nervous jerk, like it was learning how to be me. Last night, I heard a soft rustling under my bed, but when I checked, only the darkness stared back. I tried to ignore it, but every time I blinked, my shadow stretched closer, curling along the walls, almost eager. I started to avoid mirrors after I caught my reflection grinning when my own mouth was set in a terrified line. I told myself it was exhaustion, but the sense of being watched grew heavier with every minute the sun went down. Tonight, I decided to test it. I stood completely still, holding my breath, and slowly raised my hand. My shadow didn't move. Instead, it stayed slumped and low, its head cocked at an unnatural angle, eyes, yes, eyes, gleaming with a wet, hungry light. I dropped my arm, but the shadow stayed frozen, except for its fingers, which beckoned me forward with a slow, deliberate curl. I'm writing this now while the last bit of daylight drains from the sky. My shadow is pressed against the far wall, trembling with anticipation. I think it wants to swap places, to step out, while I fade in. If this uploads, and you see a reflection in your screen that doesn't quite match, don't look away. Because if it smiles, you might not be able to turn the lights back on either.